Welcome to the Banter Blitz Podcast with your hosts, Jimmy, Pete, and Eric.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Banter Blitz Podcast. I'm here with my co-hosts, Petey Conway.
Yo.
Eric Snyder.
Hey.
And me. What's up? I'm sad. I'm depressed. So we'll get into that part in a minute here. I had me a week from what you would call Barkley hell. But other than that, we're going to get into the usual. We got our weekly review, Peteys Picks. Eric's going to give you some waiver wires. This week's kind of a little bit important. There's a few guys to get if you can. And get ready for next week, which is this upcoming week's not bad. The following week is brutal with bye weeks. So you may want to start thinking about that now and not wait until you're fighting everybody else for people. So just look into it. But we're going to jump in. So how was everybody's weeks? We'll talk about mine later.
I had a fine week. I went 2-2. I won the two leagues I care about. The other two, I lost. I don't know why my team's not performing. I'm projected to win almost every week, and I don't. But it's okay.
I feel it.
Yeah, and
Eric, what about you?
I won in all my leagues. I was very happy with the two that I was with Barkley in. And, I also had Jaden Daniels and some other great players. And then I also won the Dynasty, so that was nice.
Jaden Daniels gave you all of his points in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
Hey, he gave him, though. He gave him. Very generous. Thank you, Jaden. How was your week, Jimmy?
I played Barkley in 6 out of 6 leagues.
And that was 2 of them.
I lost in all of them. I played a guy who didn't start a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a tight end, and I lost.
Next year.
Yeah, it was bad. Like Dynasty, I was okay because I had my quarterback was out, so I had to throw in the Niners backup. It's like that one was fine because Liz's team is kind of stupid. But when I'm projected to beat Eric going into the Eagles game, and Barkley does that to me, and it happened everywhere, all my leagues, like everywhere except Kevin's league. Eric was probably going to win anyway, but the other ones I was literally projected to win all of them, and Barkley just shit on my face. It was ridiculous. So that was fun. Had a great time this week. Drank some beer to stop feeling feelings. It's wonderful. Yeah, so that's about that. I've got a few things in news to get into. Nothing really significant, but certain things you want to be watching out for. So I guess if you guys are good, let's just jump right in.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Weekly news and injury report.
So, we got a few guys who are not practicing already. Tyreek is not practicing. He's got personal matters. I don't know what that means, but it's Tyreek, so he's probably having another child. Romeo Dobbs sits out practice. Isaiah Pacheco is back full to practice. So I guess this is his week for return right here, which is wonderful because I'm facing Allie. I love everything about fantasy football this year. So Pacheco's probably going to play this week, which is great news for the Chiefs. The fraudulent team of the world almost lost to the Panthers this week. It's just, I hate it. Monty and Amon-Ra are both limited. So keep an eye on that because, yeah, they could force themselves back. But the coaching staff is already saying they have bigger fish to fry, meaning the playoffs. So they're not going to force these guys back if they're not 100%, which is smart on their part, but sucks for us.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure it's going to be game time decisions. So you got to really watch, and especially Monty.
The disrespect. The disrespect. If you're the Chicago Bears, how do you take this? We're not really worried about it. Well, I'd be pissed.
They can be pissed all they want. They're still going to get slapped around. Chicago Bears right now can be the whiny 5-year-old and she's like, sit down, shut up. Because you still got Gibbs. You don't, like, Monty is just a plus. You still got Gibbs. And, I mean, yeah, Amon-Ra is the receiving game, but there's plenty of weapons.
Something's going on with Jameis, right? Didn't he get, like, in trouble?
Yeah.
Again?
Yep. Same thing as last time.
And they got
gotta watch out for that.
They might not sit him because also I think Khalif Raymond's injured too, but he's not a big part of it. But still.
Yeah, but you gotta watch because that also leaves a lot of room for Eric's favorite tight end, who's been a slop this year. But
Kyle Pitts is not on the Lions. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right. Little stupid news. Giants picked up Greg Dulcich. Yay. Woo. Whatever. Tommy Cutlets is dealing with a forearm injury. It might be time for Drew Lock. Yeah, that's probably what it was from. He's doing too much of this. He broke his forearm.
Drew Lock might be an upgrade.
So. He's 100%. He's 100% an upgrade.
I think they're sticking with him though.
Me and Jimmy watched this game in high definition, and we saw the beatdown Tommy Cutlets got.
Yeah, that poor kid.
When Baker did this, I was like, yes.
Yeah, Baker took some salami and slapped. He went on record and said it wasn't meant to be an insult. I love the kid.
Yep.
My ass. You don't do that.
That's so funny.
Fantastic.
Rams news. Tyler Higbee's back to practice.
There you go.
That's big, dude. People forget how good he is. That could be massive. It's probably going to take a minute, but the Rams could be making a push for the NFC West right now because the Niners have too many injuries to even do anything about. The Cardinals are so hit and miss. You don't know what team you're getting week to week. And the Seahawks suck, like realistically. So the Rams really could make a push.
Yep.
Dobbins, if you saw, his knee bent a weird way, and then he didn't come back. Now, he was running up and down the sideline, so maybe it's okay. Maybe it's just like a sprain of some sort. Hopefully it's nothing crazy because he's been having a pretty good year, and he's been so laid with injuries for years, and significant ones too. You don't want to see it because the kid's finally making his way back, and he looks good. So we'll see what happens there. Yep. Danny Dimes has left the Giants per his request, and the Raiders have shown interest, which everyone would go, cool. Minshew's out with his broken collarbone rest of the season. Aiden O'Connell sucks. Makes sense. Except Danny Dimes said he don't want to go to the Raiders. So that's not going to work. So I don't know where he's going to go. You got to keep an eye on it. It's not going to matter. He's going to be a backup. Who knows? Vikings, maybe?
Oh, God, no. Hope
not. Brock Purdy's still day-to-day with the shoulder thing. Brian Robinson is day-to-day. Trevor Lawrence is back at practice, but their season's over, so I would almost sit him. I don't really know why you're going to force him in right now. Because God forbid he takes an ACL sprain or so. You just don't take the risk. Your season's over. You're not gaining anything from it. And then Austin Eckler suffered a concussion, which is what partially we're going to get into with Eric's waivers.
Yep.
You're going to be wanting to pick somebody up over there.
Definitely.
But really not a lot of news to go through. That was about it. Nothing huge happened this week, which is good and bad or whatever. But it means we can move on nice and quick. Wrap it up. Anything I missed, you guys?
No. I don't think so.
All right, cool. Then let's get into the Week 12 review, where a lot of pain and misery happen. Yay, let's go.
The Recap Blitz.
Okay. Thursday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers, who have been on an absolute tear, lose to the Browns, which lost a lot of people a lot of money, I'm sure. Yeah.
That'd be me.
Dude, the Browns, they're 3-8. You would think they would lie down, but Jameis Winston has picked this team up and said, I don't care what our record is, we're going to go win games because we can.
Eat that W, boy.
I love Jameis Winston.
Did you watch his pregame speech?
What a character.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dude, as soon as I saw that speech, I was like, I lost my money.
Yep.
Yep.
He looked truly happy to be there.
After the game too. I mean, they won, so more so, yeah. But even if they lost, I think he would just be the same happy.
Yeah, love.
Gets to play football, man.
That's
he's been around the block on too many teams. Does he earn the starting job for the Browns?
He didn't even play that good,
I mean?
but he's just such a
it was
a
tough to
good
play.
presence, you know?
The Steelers defense is nuts.
Yeah.
The presence, yeah, and it was tough to play in that snowstorm. Like, it was crazy.
Oh, what a game. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. We're going to go through the stats really quick in a second because it is what it is. But if you could put a dome, retractable roof on every stadium, I think this should be the rule. Rain games, close it. Snow games, keep it open.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Rain games suck. Ball's slippery. People are slipping all over the place. It's not that, like, snow games are fun.
Yeah, something about it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would love that. All right. Real quick stats. Russ Wilson, 21 to 28, 270 and a touchdown. He had a pretty decent game. Jaylen Warren in, Najee in. They both kind of split in at 11 carries, 16 carries for like no yards whatsoever. Jaylen Warren got a touchdown, but both of them had less than 50 yards. That's that Browns defense coming to life. And the pass game was kind of negligible too. George Pickens, 4 for 48. Where was he? Calvin Austin, 3 for 78 and a touchdown. Cool. But yeah, the offense was hard to get going. This Browns defense really shut them down.
Mm-hmm.
Winston, 18 of 27, 219 and a pick. But he had a smile on his face the whole time, and that's what counts. You know? He looks so good. It's just fun to watch.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb is starting to find his way back, I think. 20 for 59, which is not great, but he did get in 2 times for 2 touchdowns, so
Welcome
you
back.
take that. Yeah, like he's going to work his way back slow. That was a gruesome knee injury, so it's kind of what you expect. Jerry Jeudy is turning into a dude over there. 6 for 85. Nobody else in the pass game to really write home about, so.
All in the snow, too.
Right,
Pass game's hard with the snow. A lot of fumbles on both sides.
What a fun game.
Yep.
That was a good Thursday night game.
Yep.
Yep.
Loved it.
Very good.
All right. We're going to blast through the rest of these, I swear. Vikings, Bears. Sam Darnold, 22 of 34, 332 touchdowns. He looked great. No one started him because he looked like crap the week before. Vikings win 30 to 27.
Spot on.
Aaron Jones, 22 for 106 and a touchdown. Looked fantastic. Jordan Addison is sniping everybody. Justin Jefferson, 2 for 27. Where did he
I've
go?
never seen him have that type of game.
Unbelievable. Jordan Addison, 8 for
As
162
Victor would
and a
say,
touchdown.
wide receiver 1 overall. Get out.
Oh my God. And TJ Hawkinson is back, baby. 7 for 114. He looked great. This is where people are so down on Caleb. But if you look at this, 32 for 47. 32 off 47 for 340 and 2 touchdowns, no picks against the Vikings, for the record. That's a really good stat line. Like, he showed his potential. He rushed for 33 yards. He has upside. I think he just needs more time. Let him get more acclimated. I think next year he comes back, he looks a lot better.
When you throw for 47 attempts, it's fantastic as a quarterback.
Well, that means they have confidence in you, too.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Here's the issue, too. They have no running backs worth of shit. DeAndre Swift had his moment, but he went 13 for 30. It is against a really good rush defense here, but it's non-existent. DJ Moore, 7 for 106 and a touchdown. Keenan Allen, the old man, 9 for 86 and 15 targets and a touchdown. Unreal.
A lot of targets going around over there.
Yeah, Cole Kmet, 7 for 64. Roma Dunes ain't nowhere to be found.
He got 10 targets, 5 for 39, but he got those targets. He got 10 targets.
He did get 10 targets. It was just,
Kmet.
they look like they're figuring it out. It's just too late in the season, but at this point, who cares? Just let them figure it out and then come back next year. You know?
Yeah. No, I mean, the Vikings always do this. I'll talk about it in my segment.
Yeah.
They always do this. They always come out swinging, and then they, foot off the gas, and then they come back.
Mm-hmm.
And for all you DJs out there, FanDuel has a winning margin bet.
Yeah, 1 to 13.
Vikings 1 to 13-point victory has been hitting almost every game this year, and it's like usually plus 120. Just saying.
Just keep hitting it. Just keep hitting it.
Yep.
Now that
Great
you probably
highlight,
love
great highlight.
hit ever again. Nah, it's just the Vikings are really good for letting their opponent come back. They die off at the end.
Always.
It's a shame.
But all right, Detroit Lions beat up on the Colts. We expected this. They only scored 24 points, which like a normal team, you go, oh, that's okay. The Lions, you're like, they only scored 24. What the hell?
That's it.
You know?
Yeah.
Jared Goff, 26-36, 269, no picks, no touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, 21 for 90 and 2 touchdowns. Monty, 8 for 37 and a touchdown, but he got hurt. It doesn't matter, man. They're so freaking good, and they didn't have to go crazy against the Colts. They knew they were winning this game.
Both
Jameson
running backs
Williams,
got those catches, too. I think they each got like 3 catches or something.
Yep. They got involved. They always get involved in the pass game, too. Jameson Williams, 5 for 64. Amon-Ra, 6 for 62. Not really great for him. That's his first bad game. That's his first game without a touchdown in 8-9 weeks.
Yep.
Unreal. But they didn't need to go crazy. The Colts they're bad. Anthony Richardson, 11 for 28, 172, no touchdowns, no picks. He rushed for 61 yards, and he was awful. He's not good.
He's not
Missed
good.
on
He's just
so
not
many
good.
plays. If you look at the replays, there were so many like catches and passes that he could have made. Open people, like the one to Alec Pierce, the touchdown. It was just there was a lot of messed up throws.
And then all he's doing is sniping Johnny Taylor's rushing yards. So Taylor only rushed 11 times, 35 yards. Michael Pittman's back, however, 6 for 96. He was the guy this game. It's kind of annoying because it's like right on the cusp of when you said you can't start this guy, and then he comes back and
can't start any of them confidently. No
you
wide
can't,
receiver
'cause
on
you don't
the
know who
Colts.
it's going to be, and Richardson is not good.
Unless you hear tomorrow Joe Flacco starts.
Yeah.
And Josh Downs is injured now. Just
Yep.
FYI.
Yep.
So
3 for
Adam
27.
Nye, Alec Pierce, and Pittman.
Right,
all
so
stock up.
you got to watch. Pittman might become a guy, but I don't know that it matters with Richardson at the quarterback position. All right. Patriots, Dolphins. Drake May, 22 with 37, 222, a touchdown and a pick. The Dolphins, they just beat up on the Patriots, which is kind of what you expected. The Patriots lose 15 to 34, but like Drake May is putting up decent enough numbers. He just needs players. Demario Douglas is not a 1.
No.
And that's who he's got. You know, like he needs a guy. They shut down Gibson. They shut down Stevenson. Stevenson's in the running for bust of the year. 8 for 13. He's just so touchdown dependent. If he doesn't get a touchdown, you lose that week. Demario Douglas, 5 for 62. Austin Hooper, 4 for 50. It doesn't matter. They need a guy, and they don't have a running back. That's a guy. They don't have a receiver. That's a guy. So I think that should be their priority in the offseason is find somebody. However, Dolphins found their way. A little bit too late, I think. Maybe they can get to a wild card spot, but I think it's just too late. Tua, 29 for 40, 317, 4 touchdowns. Good God.
He's back.
So good. He's back. He's not rushing.
Last
He's
2
not
weeks.
taking heads.
Last 2 weeks, he looked really good.
He's not taking headies.
This Patriots team, the defense is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be you have a defensive-minded head coach, Mayo. He's been in the organization for a long time, and they're getting blown out. I didn't expect their defense to fall like this. It's sad to see.
Yeah. No, it's brutal. Achane, 10 for 32. What the hell? That screwed a lot of people over.
The whole running back room there. Just
yeah,
a mess.
there's nothing there.
Mostert's
nothing
droppable,
there.
which is insane.
Yeah, the only reason you keep Mostert is if you have Achane as your running back.
No.
It's just the handcuff to keep.
What about Wright? Why wouldn't you just pick up Wright instead?
Yeah. It's hard to tell. I mean, you're right.
Who knows?
You are right.
Don't use that kind of puns. You're right.
It wasn't on purpose. Jalen Waddle, 8 for 144 and a touchdown right after everybody probably sat his ass.
Yep.
Who started? Like he was on my bench.
I've been saying if I had him, you start your studs. I'm just saying.
No, you
He would
don't.
pop
He has
one
been
day.
awful. That's easy to say. You never had to make that decision. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Jonas Smith, 9 for 87 and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 5 for 48.
Well, bust. That might be
bust of the year because he was pick 1 or 2.
the value.
Oh my
I
God!
think a big reason why they ate up the Patriots too is I think their linebacker on the Patriots is on injured reserve. I think their defense is like kind of beat up. I was like looking into it, they're a little beat up.
That's fine, but Tyreek is Tyreek.
Yeah, Tyreek is Tyreek.
So that's just not acceptable.
No.
But Jalen Waddle's back. You got to start him again, and then he's probably going to do absolutely nothing for you this week. That's just how this goes. Tampa Bay beats up on the Giants. We knew that was coming too. Baker Mayfield, 24-30, 294, no touchdowns, no picks. He did the thingy.
Fantastic.
He did the sauce. And yeah, they didn't need to go crazy. The Giants are in rebuild mode. They're tanking their season. It's over.
Oh, can I say something really quick about the Giants? I have a cousin. Hi, Charlie. I know you might be watching. I don't know. He did a trade in fantasy.
Hi, Charlie.
It was Tyrone Tracy. He got Tyrone Tracy, and he gave up Kenny Walker. That's what the trade was part of. He said, yeah, man. I was like, are you kidding me? They're not going to be winning compared to the Seahawks, and the game script is just not for it.
It doesn't matter. Kenny Walker's a significantly better running back.
I just don't. I just didn't see it.
Your boy got fleeced.
I know. He had another part into it, but I didn't hear any of the other part because I just heard that and I was like, what? So start watching our videos, my friend, my cousin, Familia. Watch our videos. Come on.
That's a Kevin type of trade, right?
I know.
There,
bad.
Oh my goodness. Bucky Irving, Rachaad White split the backfield, 87 yards, 37 yards, touchdown. Baker ran one in. Mike Evans, back, baby, 5 for 68. No touchdowns, but that's okay. They didn't need to go crazy this game. Him just being back, though, did open it up for them, for sure.
And Bucky, look at those receiving, too. He got working receiving
that's
now.
What I'm saying.
It's a big surprise.
That's what I'm saying. Evans just being on the field kind of opens the lane. Like, they got to cover him.
But he might take that spot. Bucky Irving might take that spot as he might overpass Rachaad White now.
I think he did.
This might be the game
did a couple weeks ago.
I don't know.
Yeah. This is the one that definitely turned it, but I feel like we've been trending that way, and this is definitely the nail. Tommy DeVito, 21 of 31, 187. He tried his best, bud. You tried your best, bud. Yeah, literally. Tyrone Tracy, 9 for 42. Sucks. Malik Neighbors, 6 for 64. I don't even know where he got that.
That was garbage time.
Right, he had nothing the entire game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Giants are in shambles. It doesn't really matter. Now this.
Wait. Tyrone Tracy. He fumbled again.
Yeah.
Near the end zone.
Yeah, he did.
Singletary.
He's on your waivers.
The starting job. The same.
He might be. I don't know. I don't think it.
I don't know. He fumbled a lot. He's fumbling.
I don't think he
did.
Because they're not.
I just don't know that they care.
Yeah. Watch. Next week we'll see.
All right. This
Singletary
game
has been a fumbler too, though, in the past.
This game.
Yeah. Sorry. Go for it.
No. You can keep going back to the Giants. You guys want to talk about the shitty Giants?
That's the NFL thing. What have you done for me lately? I don't care what you did eons ago. What did you do for me lately? That's it. We'll see.
It's true. The fans should be saying that to the owners.
Yeah.
Okay. Cowboys beat the Commanders 34-26. What the hell?
Surprise.
Is this? That's an understatement. Cooper Rush, 24-32, 247, 2 touchdowns, didn't throw a pick this whole game. Rico Dowdle is the running back on the team, 19 for 86. That's acceptable. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
CD got involved, 10 for 67. Schoonmaker, 3 for 55 and a touchdown with Fergie out. And, the offense got rolling, but the defense... I mean, the Commanders still got 26 points, but it didn't feel like they got 26 points.
Yeah, it's all garbage.
Yeah, they got shut down a bit here. Jaden Daniels, 25 of 38, 275, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and most of his stats came late garbage time. Yeah. So they got shut down pretty bad. He rushed for 74 yards and a touchdown. Jeremy McNichols had to come in. That's your waiver wire pickup of the week, I think. 3 for 22.
Spoiler alert.
Austin Eckler, concussion, 9 for 22. He's probably out this week. Brian Robinson's probably not going to play this week, too. 5 for 13. Ankle. Terry McLaurin, however, still got his on one play.
Yep,
5 for 102 and a touchdown, and this is the garbage time I'm talking about.
Always
86 long.
86-yard bomb at the buzzer, basically.
I was literally at my house party, and I'm looking at the TV quickly because I was all running around, and I see the Cowboys winning, and I had to take like a second and a third look. I was like, no freaking way they're winning right now with Cooper Rush against the Washington Red Commanders.
It makes no sense.
I know. Whoa.
It makes no sense. And then that's pretty much it.
You know my feelings on it. Jaden Daniels trending down, in my opinion.
No,
seems like it.
He has bad matchups coming up. He does. He doesn't have great matchups.
This was the sweetest
great matchup.
He still produced in terms of fantasy, but it didn't look good.
Did not look good.
Is this more of a burn to the Commanders' defense then?
Yes, because if you look, Jaden still got his rushing upside of 74 yards.
You know what I mean?
He's still got 275 passing and 2 TDs, but you got the interceptions. But
they played well enough.
Yeah.
The 2 picks really hurt them.
Yep.
But the Cowboys' offense has been absolutely non-existent.
Bad.
So this is more of a showing of their defense, the Commanders' defense. Like, they need to figure something out because this offense shouldn't be putting up 34.
And a lot of people picked them up off the waiver wire, Washington. A lot of people did last week. Because now they have Tennessee again this week, too. People are going to switch them out.
This one? Oh, this one.
Me and Jimmy were watching this one together, too.
I'm so tired of having the same conversation every week. The Chiefs beat the Panthers. And that sentence, everyone should go, yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah. Yeah. Except the Chiefs beat the Panthers on a last-minute drive where if Patrick Mahomes doesn't just go running for, 33 yards, they don't win this game.
Yep.
The Chiefs should have stomped the Panthers, and they did not. They barely got away with this one. They are the fraudulent of fraudulent. I think I don't like this team more than, I keep saying it, when the Dolphins were 8-9-0, whatever the hell it was. It just felt like there's no way this continues. They're getting away with wins over and over and over, and it's pissing me off. Because, when is it going to stop? And I'm hoping it just stops in the playoffs. I hope the first team knocks them out.
That'd be hot.
Right?
Imagine.
Because at this point, they're making the playoffs. They can't not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they couldn't beat the Bills, they're not going to beat the Lions. That's all I got on that one. Mahomes 27-37, 269, 3 touchdowns. Good enough stat line, whatever. Kareem Hunt 16-68. Cool. Doesn't matter if Pacheco's back. That's over.
Noah Gray. Has more fantasy points this year than Mike Gesicki, Dalton Kincaid, Dallas Goedert, Jake Ferguson, Isaiah Likely, and Dalton Schultz, and Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were injured, but yeah.
But ridiculous
Still. He is...
The last 2 weeks, he got 2 touchdowns each. It's
I feel like
crazy.
he's transitioning Kelsey out.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
Well, Kelsey's getting that first defense read. Like, he's got to get that, that main coverage 1, and then Gray's get the next. It's weird.
It's I don't know. It makes no sense. It's...
Since Hopkins joined the team, Gray gets open more as well. Like, there's a lot of people to cover on that. No,
Xavier Worthy's not doing anything. He's just fast. I think we've established that he's not a great receiver. He's just fast.
He's a good piece. They did that with Tyreek Hill, though. They do those motions.
Yeah, but Tyreek's also a really good receiver.
Yeah, but those pre-snap motions.
Yeah, this is craziness. Bryce Young, 21-35, 263 and a touchdown. That'll work. Especially the Chiefs' defense is not bad. All right.
He's waking up.
Chuba Hubbard. Huh? Yeah.
He's waking up,
see.
hopefully.
I mean, he doesn't look... He's looking a hell of a lot better than he did. I'll give you that. Chuba, 16 for 58 and a touchdown. Good enough. Again, the Chiefs' defense, their run defense is pretty solid, so that'll work. David Moore. Who the hell?
No one.
David Moore.
No one knows.
6 for 81 and a touchdown. Adam Thielen, old man Adam Thielen, 3 for 57. He's
clutch.
He probably needs a CPAP after that too.
A couple of clutch catches we saw.
Xavier Legette, 4 for 56. Yeah, this game was, if anything, it just showed how absolutely fraudulent the Chiefs are, and someone needs to take them out, please. All right, Titans, Texans, another upset. This week was rough. Titans win 32-27 over the Texans. Will Levis, 18-24 for 278, 2 touchdowns and a pick, but he didn't look bad. He got pressured a lot too. So he handled himself. He looked pretty good. Tony Pollard, 24 for 119 and a touchdown. Oh my God. He's been pretty consistent the past couple of weeks.
When Tajay's out, he gets those extra carries.
Even with him in, Pollard's been really good.
I don't know. That one long of 27 might not have happened if Tajay was in.
Oh,
give me a break.
What's you and Tajay?
Pollard
I'm just saying, Tajay gets like
consistently
7 to 9 or more double-digit touches almost every game. That takes a lot of touches away from Pollard. In receiving
still been
and
consistent.
In receiving and
Pollard's
rushing.
still been good.
Has he? All year?
Pollard's
You sure about that?
Pollard's still the guy.
He's been good.
You sure about
Calvin
that?
Ridley, 5 for 93. Yes!
I'm going to look again because I remember he wasn't.
Go ahead. Calvin Ridley, 5 for 93. Chig, 1 for 70. That's
All right.
ridiculous.
Hold on. Real quick. Let's talk about a little banter real quick. Week 10 against the Chargers. Tony
Are you just
Pollard.
going to pick out the bad weeks?
No, the most recent weeks. Week 10, 9 rush attempts, 44 rushing yards, 4 catches for 19 yards.
Against
8
who?
Chargers.
Okay, good defense.
8.3 fantasy points. Minnesota,
Cool.
3.9 fantasy points.
Very good defense.
Houston, when Tajay Spears is hurt, he goes off for 20 points.
Not as good of a
All right.
defense.
But look at these numbers from week 1 on. 16, 12, 4, 17, 16, 7, 13, 16, 8, 3, 20. He's
That's
serviceable.
not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. But Tajay Spears eats into
Especially-
his production. He
It's-
could be way better.
Especially because Pollard you got as your running back
2 or 3.
2 or 3. Yeah, you didn't get him early. CJ Stroud, 20 for 33, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Titans defense. I've been chirping about it.
Dude,
Chirping.
that's ridiculous. They shut down Joe Mixon for the first time this season. 14 carries, 22 yards. That hasn't happened this year. Nico is back, 5 for 92 and a touchdown. He looked great. They need him, which I think opened it up for Tank a little bit, 3 for 72. Cade Stover sniped a touchdown. What are you going to do? But the run game was really the issue. They couldn't get the run game going at all. Like, at all.
Titans, baby.
Yeah. It's crazy.
About the defense.
So, there's a lot of teams that are, like, mathematically out this year that are really still giving it all they got.
I think
Kind of
they're fighting
impressive.
for their life. That's why. Like, Will Levis fighting for his contract.
Yeah.
The coach knew.
But they're doing a good job. Like,
Yeah.
that happens all the time. People are fighting for their life, but they suck.
But like the Giants,
You know?
right? There's a fine line
Right.
between like being out. Like the Giants are just clearly giving up. But if
Yeah.
you're like the Texans, who you're not comfortable, or the Colts, you're not comfortable, but you're not out, you're gonna play super hard to win these games.
I don't know. All right. Possible rookie of the year candidate?
Who would've
Broncos beat up the Raiders 29-19. We saw that coming.
thought? Yeah.
But Bo Nix looks so good again.
Oh, yeah.
He has been consistently really good for like 8 weeks. 25 of 42, 273, 2 touchdowns. He's a must-start quarterback at this point. He's really, really good. The running backs, once again, I'm not playing with on the.
What is going
Sean
on?
Payton. Sean Payton likes to use too many weapons.
Dartboard.
It's too much. Javonte went off last week. McLaughlin comes in this week, 7 for 44, and Javonte gets 8 carries for -2 yards. Like,
What's happening? Like, what is? How do you get 8 carries and -2 yards and you're a professional football player?
right. And then last week he went off.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Like, you can't
trust
start any of them. You can't do anything with any of them. It's too much.
Too much.
However, Cortland Sutton is back. Him and Terry McLaurin are the same person.
Stud.
It's ridiculous. 8 for 97, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
So mad I traded him in Dynasty. So mad.
Devon Vele.
Solid pickup.
6 for 80.
Eric's waivers.
Solid
Eric's,
pickup.
that's a deep waiver.
Not too deep.
Hey,
Probably
no.
top 5 wide receiver this week.
Little nugget for you there.
Anyway, Gardner Minshew out with the collarbone. He was playing
Not overall,
okay.
just for waivers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Clear that up.
Hate Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, he's done. His season's over. Desmond Ritter sucks. Aiden O'Connell will be back in. It's teams in shambles. Coaches are all getting fired. It doesn't matter. It's also why Bo Nix going to this team when he got drafted was like the worst thing ever, because you knew like it's a wasted at least first couple of years of his career, and he's so good. Not Bo Nix. Fuck me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Brock Bowers. The running game is garbage.
Who the hell is Sincere McCormick?
That's his name.
Sounds Irish. Definitely not Irish.
5 for 33.
Sincere.
Ooh. Abdullah 8 for 28. Ooh.
Good
That was your
pickup.
waiver wire pickup of the week last week.
Yeah, because did you look at the receiving? 5 receptions for 37 yards and a touchdown. He scored 15 fantasy points. He scored 15 fantasy points.
Banter.
Touchdown.
He scored 15 fantasy points. If he's on your
He
waivers
doesn't
this
get that
week,
touchdown.
you go get him.
He doesn't get that touchdown. He has 6 points.
No, if he doesn't get that touchdown, he has 9 or 8 points. Nice try, Mr. Math.
He's
still serviceable. And who
it
got
on
9
the
or 8
1
points this
yard
week?
line.
A lot of people.
Banter.
If he got it on the 1 yard line, you can easily take off 6.
Mm-hmm.
How long was that touchdown run? Or pass, or whatever the hell it was.
I don't remember. But he got 6
It was
targets
worth more than
in
6.
the game.
Blech.
He only got 1 long catch of 13 yards. And one long run of 5
figure
yards.
out what he scored on and add that in. I guarantee
Doesn't
it's
matter.
at least 8 points.
All right, I'll find out.
Jacoby Myers 10 for 121.
Nonetheless,
he's
just
the
playing
only thing they got. Brock Bowers 4 for 38. It's just they're done. That team's done. They got to rebuild. It is what it is.
Every year they gotta rebuild.
They got to rebuild since John Madden.
Who's the last good Raiders team?
Oh,
Was it Mariota with him at that point?
It was a 6-yard.
I forgot.
It was a 6-yard
the
pass.
last actually good Raiders team?
Last actually good Raiders team.
Holy
Derek
crap.
Carr somewhere.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah, it's not
And
memorable.
it depends on what you consider good. Like,
Jimmy, it was a
what did you say,
6-yard
Eric?
pass. It was a 6-yard pass.
so half point,
Yeah.
so 1 and 6, 7.
8.
That's 8 points.
8 minus
So 7
15.
points, that's
Still
touchdown.
nice. Still nice.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
better than
but
nothing.
for people who drop
It's
30 fab on that shit,
Serviceable.
I would never drop
All right.
30 fab on that. I told you not to drop a lot of
there are
fab.
people who did. I guarantee you there's people who did.
What did Madison
All
get
right,
week
this
11?
one-
8 points. Coincidence?
Ooh, Madison sucks.
Madison's bad.
Everyone
He's
sucks.
so bad.
Everyone's lucky. Banter Blitz. Jimmy's.
Everybody on the Raiders sucks. Every running back on the Raiders sucks. Back to life. Don't tell me how.
Sucks. Everyone's lucky. Yes, that was good.
Let me know how fucking.
The playoffs look? I'll let you know how all the
He's not
playoffs
lucky.
look.
God, I am gonna go snipe everybody you need to pick up. All right, Niners, Packers. Yeah, the Niners. The Niners had no. I don't care. It's fine. They had no one to start.
Salt on his wound.
I don't know what to say. No, there's not even salt on my wound. The bullets. I'm bleeding out. I've been bleeding out for weeks. I'm like at that point of blood loss where I'm delusional. Yeah. The Niners have no one. Trent Williams is out. Brock Purdy is out. Ayuk is out. Who else on the offense was out this game?
Someone else on the defense too, right? Who was it?
Defense. Hufanga is out.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Bosa is out.
Yeah, Bosa too. Yeah.
Diamador Lenore is out. It's like 8 guys.
Not good.
You can't do anything.
It's a mess.
So It's brutal. It doesn't matter. We're going to just run through this quick for people that care. Christian McCaffrey, 11 for 31. The Packers defense is good. It is. George Kittle was the only thing that they got going. 6 for 82 and a touchdown. That's literally it. McCaffrey caught 3 balls for 37 yards. Juwan Jennings, 5 for 40.
Bust of the year, without question, is McCaffrey. I mean,
for
just
sure.
because he's been out for most of the
he's
games.
never going to recover from that.
I mean,
he didn't come back till...
He hasn't
come back till
20
10
points, right? Maybe once he hit 20?
He'll still make early round 1 in drafts next year.
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely. But
yeah, because this is injury related. You can't really hold him to it, but he might not be pick 1 next year.
No, that's Saquon.
Yeah, he'll be top 3. He'll still be top 3.
It probably is going to be Saquon. Which is...
or Jamar Chase.
Giants fans are in shambles. Every meme I'm seeing, I'm dying.
Well, okay, not for nothing. Saquon was never going to play that well on the Giants.
Never.
He's never going to play that well on the Giants.
Doesn't have the opportunity to do so.
Their team is terrible. Jordan Love, 13 for 23. He didn't even have to have a good game. He only threw for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns.
He's thrown for such little bit in the last 2 weeks.
It was the Josh Jacobs game.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
It was the Josh Jacobs game. They are missing so many defensive linemen. Josh Jacobs cutting holes. 26 for 106 and 3 touchdowns. Oh, they're also missing Hargrave.
Yep.
Romeo, so both Nick Bosa and Hargrave not being there. Romeo Dobbs, 3 for 54. The passing game didn't really have to get going here. Josh Jacobs just was the offense. So that's all we need to do on that game.
Well,
it was just...
I'll get into the waiver wire.
Cardinals. What the fuck? 6? Cardinals 6? Seahawks 16.
They threw 37 times, too.
Woo. Yeah, dude. I mean, if you take the pick away, it really isn't bad yardage. 24 for 37, 285, and a pick. Trey Benson and James Conner, what the hell? 7 for 8, 4 for 18. Crap. Trey McBride, best game of his season and still can't get a touchdown.
Dude, it's crazy.
12 for 133, nothing.
Did he score a touchdown this year?
54. No.
Really?
I don't think
so.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's having a great year.
Because he's putting up the yards. He's having a great year.
Yeah.
Harrison, 347. The passing game was just dead, except for McBride. Like, the run game was crap. McBride was the offense, and that was it. Kyler ran for 9 yards, which is nothing for him.
Yeah, no touchdown.
Wow.
McBride hasn't had a touchdown yet this year.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Geno Smith, 22 of 31, 254, touchdown on a pick. That's a pretty standard Geno stat line. Kenny Walker, 16 for 41. He got shut down. He did catch 4 balls for 52 yards, however. So the run game couldn't get going. They used him in the pass game. DK, 4 for 59. JSN, 6 for 77 and a touchdown. Tyler Lockett has retired. And that is that.
Your sell high window in Dynasty, your sell baseline window in Dynasty is over, everybody.
Kevin's
getting
getting
nothing.
nothing.
On the trade block, and
I told Kevin last year to start getting rid of Lockett, and he just didn't want to hear it.
So Jimmy, you're familiar with the NFC West.
Unfortunately.
Who's winning this division?
Rams.
Wow.
You don't think the Seahawks and the Niners have a chance?
No, not Niners.
The Cardinals don't. They're winning the division right now, but they don't. The Niners probably don't because they got the Bills and the Lions, and they're 2 of the last 4 games or some crap. The Lions are their last game, however, so if the Lions decide, let's just rest everybody and nice, easy go for the playoffs, and then the Niners take advantage of the backups, that'd be cool, but that doesn't seem like the Lions' way because they like to score 40,000 points on their opponents who are dead. So I don't see that happening. So yeah, the Niners are probably done. The Cardinals are I don't know what.
Cardinals are favorites.
The Cardinals, they don't know what team they are. They show up one week and be great, and then they do this.
Plus
against the division rival.
I think the Seahawks have better schedule moving on than the Rams do.
I just think the Rams have more weapons. Their defense isn't great, but it's not awful. And now Higbee's coming back.
I think that's debatable. I don't know if the Rams have better, more weapons.
Oh, yes, they do.
Nakua?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, Kupp, Nakua, and Williams. And then who?
Kupp, Nakua, Williams. Higbee's coming back.
DeMarcus
Kyler.
Robinson got in trouble for DUI.
Right.
Okay. And then you have okay. Yeah.
You have Marvin James Conner.
Wait, no. We're talking about the Rams here.
Or are you saying the Seahawks?
You're combining two teams. You said the Rams have a better weapons than the Seahawks, right?
I thought you said Rams have better weapons than the Cardinals.
No.
Okay.
No, Seahawks are the ones, I think.
Closer.
Then what? Yeah, Seahawks are closer. It's just quarterback. If you want to really, like, I think, well, Puka's better than JSN. Cup and DK, wash it.
DK hasn't been that good.
He hasn't been, but
this year.
No.
And then Kenny Walker, I'd take Kyron over Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, it is closer.
It's
I thought
close.
you said Cardinals.
No.
So
Seahawks.
The Rams are plus 450 to win the division. So if you want to jump on that,
dude, I might jump on that.
What are
the
the
Vikings
Hawks?
are plus 700.
Oh, the Packers.
What are the
All right.
Seahawks, Petey? I'm just curious.
Plus 175.
Wow.
I got to look at the schedule.
they're
That might be a
favored.
schedule thing.
No, Cardinals
the
are plus
schedule's-
155.
Cardinals are
Jesus.
favored.
Yep.
I got to look at the schedule.
Niners are 6-1.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Eagles, Rams. As we're talking about the Rams, the Jalen Hurts 15 for 22, 179 a touchdown. Yippee-ki-yay. There was no tush push. There was no nothing. AJ Brown 6 for 109 and a touchdown. Outside of that, Barkley caught 4 balls for 47 yards. Yay.
The Saquon
But then he also ran 26 times for 255 yards
The Saquon
and 2 touchdowns.
Love it.
He looks happy doing it too. He looks like he's having a good time.
He
Yeah, good for that.
has to be MVP. He won't because he's not a quarterback. He's got to be offensive player of the year.
The last MVP that wasn't quarterback was Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I don't know if we're ready to say he's having that kind of a year yet.
He
'cause
ain't AP, but he is still having
that
great
AP
year.
season was broken.
Wait, I saw a stat next to each other, him and AP, in their first. Oh, God. He was comparable. Very comparable, actually.
It was, I think I know what you're talking about. It was something like first 10 games with a new team.
Yeah, something like that.
The
Very
stat line was
comparable.
pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very comparable.
Yeah, it was the Barkley show. I mean, I'm glad AJ got 109 for him. It didn't matter. I lost anyway. What do I care? All right. Matthew Stafford, 24-36, 243 shot up Eric. 2 touchdowns, no picks. He actually had a pretty good game. Kyron, 16 for 72. He finally got a freaking touchdown. Ooh, this is a big deal. Matt Stafford ran for 15 yards.
That was, yeah.
That doesn't happen.
He's out of the negative. He was negative the whole year.
Yep. Puka, has Puka taken the 1 over from Cooper Kupp?
Yes.
He's had it.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Insane.
Puka Nacua 9 for 117, no touchdowns. Cooper Kupp 8 for 60 and a touchdown.
Yep.
Awesome, so good. The two of them are such a good tandem. I love. It's fun to watch. They look great. Puka, the ball sticks to him like Velcro. Like he does not drop a pass. He's got to get rocked for a ball to come out of his hands.
He's a
It's
hard runner, man.
Ridiculous.
I love him.
I love that kid. He's a great kid too. But yeah, Eagles. I'm sorry, no, I'm lying. Saquon Barkley beat the crap out of the Rams. That's exactly what happened. There's nothing else you can do about it. Okay, Monday Night Football. This was such a fun game. I'm just so mad. The Baltimore Ravens in the Harbaugh Part 4, whatever the hell we're at. The Ravens beat the Chargers 30-23. Jim Harbaugh cannot beat his older brother. He tries, it doesn't happen. However, the Chargers look good. They tried their damnedest to win this game. They held Lamar to 177 yards on 16 attempts, or 22 attempts, 16 completions, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Derrick Henry, 24 for 140. And I was telling Pete before we hit record, Derrick Henry, when I picture him, and it's just because like watching him for years, I picture a slow Mack truck. Like not speedy guy, just a big, like slow, but he's so big he just runs through people. He looked fast as shit last night. Like he looked like he was on some nitro. You know what I mean? He looked so much faster than I thought he would. Zay Flowers, 5 for 62. Mark Andrews and Bateman both got the touchdowns. They look good. The Ravens, I don't want to say look unstoppable because that would be the Lions right now.
That's the Lions, yeah.
But they look good. Like, I can see the Ravens getting beat, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's our Super Bowl.
I was very
at
impressed how the Chargers shut down Jackson's rushing ability. He only got 15 yards. They did very good on defense up front.
He got a touchdown off of the biggest bullshit. What's that damn penalty called? That they keep the. Oh my god! I just lost my brain. Illegal formation call.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
It was awful because that was Derrick Henry's touchdown.
Yep.
And the guy was like 2 yards off the ball. And illegal formation. So then Lamar just ran it himself. I can't stand. The refs this year are insufferable.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
It's awful. Justin Herbert, 21 to 36, 218. No touchdowns, no picks. J.K. Dobbins, 6 for 40 at the half because then he goes out with that knee injury. We'll see what that is. You got to keep an eye on it. Gus Edwards could be a gigantic waiver wire pickup with that being said. So keep an eye on the J.K. news. 9 for 11 and a touchdown. Ladd McConkey looks like the best receiver on this team. He looks so good. 6 for 6 for 83 yards. He looks fast. He looks crisp in his routes. I love this kid.
Second best receiver was pretty good too this game.
He wasn't. He was actually not good at all. 4 for 47. You're going to tell me he looked good?
Garbage time.
Shut the hell up, Eric. Eric beat me by 0.4 this week, and it's because Will Disley got a garbage time Eric had Saquon Barkley and beat me by 0.4 this week because Will Disley got a bullshit garbage time.
I just kissed the Dynasty trophy on air.
You're not getting the Dynasty trophy back. It's leaving your house this year. Coming back home to me.
I don't think so.
Shut up, Eric. Pete, both of you. Shut up. I hate everything. All right. That was our Week 12 review. I hope everybody enjoyed.
Fantastic.
Petey, you ready for some picks?
Oh.
Get into some betting?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's do some Peteys Picks and win some money because this week we did good.
Over-unders and bets of the week.
Well, my D-Gens, we did it. We went technically undefeated this week. And what is that called for? There's only one word for it. Damn! So this is Norwegian chocolate. It tastes like a Heath bar. And let's just enjoy the ride. No wasabi this week. This is good. Little recap. Buccaneers last week. We got Buccaneers minus 5.5 at the Giants. Buccaneers dismantled them. 30-7. Covered easy. DeVito looked scared. The Buccaneers just came out and did exactly what I thought they would do. Easy win. Second game, we got Vikings minus 3 at Bears. We talked about this. It was a push, 30-27. The Vikings led up. The Bears came back, went to overtime, and we take a push there. So I'm not even going to count that game. Just wash it out. Titans plus 8.5 at Houston. I told everyone I wouldn't be shocked if the Titans win. Titans have a great defense. CJ Stroud is human. He looked human. So, and we said we'll get a pick, which he did, but they end up winning 32-27. They cover it. They would have won money line. Easy. Fourth game, Chiefs at Panthers. Panthers plus 11. This one was almost never in doubt. The Panthers kept it close the entire game. 11 points is too much for the Chiefs. They end up losing 30-27, but we cover, and they almost won money line. Me and Jimmy almost witnessed it together. So, yeah, easy one. Another easy one. Our last one, Ravens minus 3 at Chargers. It was a great game. Chargers played well. But deep down, we all know who the better Harbaugh brother is. And it's not Jim. Ravens win 30-23. It was, the Chargers got that one garbage time touchdown, so it wasn't that close, but we cover, we win, we go 4-0. We are undefeated this week. I hope you all followed me and made some money. I made a boatload, and we are moving on. That brings our season record to 19-15. We are green, and we want to stay green. Let's go into my Week 13 picks. First pick. And first off, I want to say something. The odds makers don't know what they're doing. This week will be exploited by me and me alone. Let's go for the first pick. We got Seahawks -1.5 at New York Jets. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. So, pretty much what I'm getting out of this, Jets are the tailspin. Rodgers doesn't know if he wants to stay, if he wants to leave. I knew he would do this to the Jets organization. I knew it.
He wants to stay.
The Jets are pretty much giving up on the season. I think it's almost done. Pack it in. The Bills are winning the division. The Dolphins are looking good. The Seahawks, as we talked about earlier, are in the divisional hunt. They are second favorite to win the division. Every game is crucial. I know Jimmy doesn't believe in it, but I'm with Eric on this. I think revenge games matter. This is Geno's revenge game. Geno wants to destroy the Jets for what they did to him. He literally got punched in the mouth in the locker room and was a laughing stock of the NFL. Geno will come out lights blazing. The Jets defense got exploited, the previous week. So, yeah, the line makers are wrong on this. Fun fact, the Jets have failed to cover the last 10 out of 11 against NFC teams.
Very
That's
fun
a
fact.
pretty big number.
Yeah.
So, give me those Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm on that one.
Yep. I can't believe it's -1.5. I cannot believe it. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. My second pick. Again, what are the odds makers thinking? Steelers +3 at Cincinnati Bengals. I'm taking Mike Tomlin, like I always do, against the Bengals. +3? Are you kidding me? You're giving Mike Tomlin points after having a long week's rest? And he got embarrassed in that snow game against the Browns? Yeah. So you're giving me points with Mike Tomlin. The Bengals, something is wrong. They cannot get lucky. Murphy's Law is haunting them. Either it's a penalty, a late miscue. The Bengals cannot get right. And their season, it might be over. Even though Joe Burrow's having a great year, it just might be over. It's a close divisional game. You're giving me the better team with the points. I'm taking the Steelers. So, fun fact, the Steelers have won. Not really, it's kind of a boring fact, but they won 5 out of the last 6 games. And you're giving me points, and they've been hitting money lines. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Mike Tomlin's the guy. He's definitely better than Zach Taylor. I think Zach Taylor will be fine going forward, but Tomlin is just a different level. Like I say every week, he is a different breed. Give me the Steelers +3. I'm comfortable. Another one that doesn't make sense. I know I've been saying it a lot. Texans -4.5 against the Jaguars. Are you kidding me? The Jaguars, who don't know who their quarterback is. We don't know if T-Law is going to play. Bigsby's hurt. ETN's having an atrocious year. And it's only 4.5. So, break down the quarterback, wide receiver, running backs, and defense, right? Every single aspect. Quarterback, right? It's Stroud, even though he's having an okay year. Light years better than Trevor Lawrence and whoever else could be there. Running backs, Mixon's having a once-in-a-lifetime season versus ETN, who's a shell. Wide receivers, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Dalton Schultz. Who's catching the balls on the Jaguars? Ingram? Yeah, and I mean it's not even. I can't believe it's 4.5. The Jags have lost the last 10 games as dogs. And they're going to make it 11 this week. I cannot believe it's 4.5. Give me the Texans all day, every day. Fourth pick, we got Colts -2.5 at Patriots. Again, I don't know what's happening. Like we talked about earlier, there's a fine line between my season's over and, oh my god, my season's almost over. I need to play really, really hard. Colts are in that camp. The Patriots, it's done. It's over. The coach, Gerard Mayo, I've seen him in interviews. He seems defeated. He seems checked out. He's calling out his team, calling them soft. It's not a good look. Richardson needs to prove himself. He needs to show the Colts organization, I am him. He had a bad game against a great Lions defense. He needs to step up, and I just cannot believe the line is -2.5. Weird fact. The Patriots have lost the last 13 out of 14 games against teams with a losing record. Strange, but true. So yeah, Colts are poised for a bounce-back victory here. Richardson runs it in for 1, maybe even 2 touchdowns. D-Gens, get on that. So yeah, I think Colts win with ease. My last and final pick, we got Chargers -1.5 at Falcons. Give me the Chargers. And it's not close. It's not close. Don't be discouraged about losing to the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Your team looked good. They were up 10-0, right? In the first half at least. They were churning. Herbert looked good. He looked spry. But eventually the cracks started to show, and the Ravens won that game. But they still looked really good. Like, I have no problem with how they look. The Chargers offense beats Falcons defense in passing game. Oh, sorry, no. My bad. The Chargers offense beats Falcons defense. Wait, what was I right? Oh, so yeah, the Chargers passing attack is a mismatch for that Falcon defense. They definitely get exploited here. I think Herbert's going to have a great game. The Falcons look fraudulent in my opinion. I know I've said it. There were such high hopes going into the season, but it just has not looked good. Kirk Cousins looks rattled, and this Charger defense is insanely underrated and insanely good. I expect Kirk Cousins to struggle here. The Falcons have failed to cover in the last 10 out of 12 against NFC opponents. So the AFC is a better conference, and I expect the Chargers to exploit Kirk Cousins even further than he's been exploited now. So I'm taking the Chargers -1.5. I think this week has potential to go at least 4 wins. So boys, let's go through it one by one. What do you think about Seattle -1.5 at Jets? Let me hear your take.
Love it.
Yeah, Seahawks should bare minimum 3. Like, I don't get this line, period, end of story.
Yeah,
this makes no sense. So yeah, I'm 100% taking the Seahawks. Yep, this is a big one.
Yeah.
Take that all day. Hey, you're chewing a pickle.
More than chocolate. It's good.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's just a mismatch, like you said.
Yeah, and you're right. The Jets season's over. They know it. Rodgers isn't stupid. He's been around for 20 years. He knows when it's done.
That defense too is gonna slide, and
the defense hasn't
exploited.
The defense dove off of a cliff into a volcano when Saleh got fired.
Yep.
There is a direct correlation to the Jets' defensive performance and Saleh getting fired.
Yep. Crazy.
So.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, the Seahawks all day. They're going to win this by a hell of a lot more than 1.5. Like, that's just a stupid line.
All right. So we're all agreeing there. Cool. Steelers +3 at Cincinnati.
This is the only one that I'm a little bit shy about. And it's only because the Bengals have the potential to go for 50. They may or may not, but it's there, you know.
They can go off.
But the Steelers,
But the Steelers defense is still good.
Do look really good. Yep.
How do you give Mike Tomlin points? Like, if it's not the Ravens, Eagles, or Lions, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you give Steelers.
But I mean, the Bengals are still a pretty good team. You know what I mean? Like the Bengals, their record is not show it. But
Yeah.
like we
Right.
said in the past, they play well and they put up a lot of points. They've just gotten really unlucky.
They find a way to lose, and I think that luck is going to follow them. I think, are they out
It
of the
might
playoffs
here.
already? Like, it must be close.
Basically, yeah. If they lose this, they're 100% out.
Well, then if they have to play really hard, then maybe I'm going to change my thing. Maybe I should go Bengals.
I mean, it's in Cincinnati too.
Go for it, boys. Go against me.
This is the only one that I'm like really nervous on
Yeah,
because I
everyone's
could see
afraid
it
of
going both
dogs.
ways.
Everyone's
I'm afraid of
dogs.
Burrow. I'm afraid of Burrow.
I mean,
Off of a bye,
Yeah.
he's having a great year, but yeah, I'm Steelers on my team.
they still
That's
can't
it.
win games. No, I know. I feel like the Bengals.
All right, I can't wait to go different.
This one I'm shy on. We'll see.
All right. So everyone's pretty much against me. That's cool. You know what? I'll keep.
I'm like half on, half off.
Half,
I'm,
I got you.
Yeah,
I'm hard.
we'll see.
You're hard. Okay.
No, I can stand up. You see, I'm not.
Third game,
Sorry, kids.
Texans minus 4.5 at Jaguars.
Easy.
Like, am I missing something?
No,
Is
completely not.
CJ gonna have a stroke on the way to the game? Like,
I mean,
the Jaguar, especially if Trevor's not playing. So maybe they think Trevor's gonna play, but I don't think that matters either. Like,
doesn't.
the-
A banged up
no,
Trevor
this
not-
is dude, this should be at least 6.5. I don't understand this one at all. Nico's back. The Jaguars will not shut Mixon down like he just got shut down. So yeah, no, this one's a no-brainer. I don't understand a lot of these. Like
Jaguars wide receivers, Ingram, right? Who else?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Well, he's coming back from an injury, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like
Yeah, it's not. I mean, everything we talked about, it's all leaned Texans.
yeah. And they don't know who the damn starting running back is.
Yep. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Tank Bigsby is the better option, but
ETN
1000%.
looks like shit. So what do you do? Like they don't know what they're doing. So I don't. Yeah, this makes no sense.
all right. I think we're all good with that one.
Yep.
Next one, Colts minus 2.5 at Patriots.
Colts.
Yeah, I'm with you here too.
Saw what the Patriots
know,
just
like,
did last time.
Patriots just like lay down and die.
Yep. Their
Right,
defense has been in
and-
shambles.
Their running game has been trash. Ramondre is touchdown dependent. They have no weapons at wide receiver. Hunter Henry is a wash. Like they just Drake May needs help in like some of the worst way I've seen for a quarterback who actually has a lot of potential. But it's just their season's done.
The one thing I am nervous about though with the Patriots defense is it seems like at least let's look at their most recent game against the Dolphins, right? The Dolphins put up abysmal numbers in terms of rushing. They put up maybe 50, 60 yards rushing against the Patriots. But they did a lot of damage in terms of receiving. 317 yards and 4 touchdowns. The one thing that concerns me with this game is Anthony Richardson's throwing compared to his running. He does have the big ability to run the ball and make those big plays. But when it comes to the throwing, he's very inaccurate. We saw in the last game how inaccurate he was. If he doesn't step that up, I am a little nervous with this game. But still, the points, I have to take the Colts. I still think they can win by a field goal.
Not for nothing. Well, that's the thing too. Is all it's got to be is a field goal. The Anthony Richardson's accuracy sucks, but he is good for just lobbing one up and letting a receiver go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Pittman gonna have a game.
right. So yeah, this one makes no sense. I don't know. So yeah, we're with you on this one too.
Okay, cool. And my last game to clarify, I was like kind of stumbling there. This is what I was trying to say. The Chargers offense versus the Falcons defense, right? The passing favors the Chargers offense. The rushing, the Chargers offense is better than the Falcons defense. The score, sacks, it's again, the sacks on the offensive Chargers, they let up less sacks. And the turnovers, the Chargers win that battle too. So almost every statistic
Metric,
is leaning towards the
yeah.
Chargers. So I took Chargers minus 1.5 at Falcons. I don't know why it's 1.5. I don't know. I'm kind of freaking out because like, these numbers don't make sense to me.
You gotta hook these right now too before they change.
Yeah.
the Chargers, dude, when you talk about coach of the year, this year, usually it's pretty easy. It's like one or two guys. This year, it's Jim Harbaugh. It's Tomlin. It's Dan Campbell for short. Like,
yeah,
it's rough, man. And the Chargers went the first couple weeks. I'm like, okay, this might take until next year for them to figure it out. And then out of nowhere, they just turned it on. Like Jim like sat there for 3-4 weeks and like figured it out. And now all of a sudden it's like, whoa, they look better than they have in years with less weapons.
Yep, which is nuts. Yeah,
right.
Herbert looks spry. He looks spry. He's running.
Looks great.
He looks unlocked, man. He looks great. He's throwing for less yards than he has in years.
Yep.
But he looks better.
Colin Kaepernick comparison, maybe? Like, I know we don't want to get into it, but Jim Harbaugh did the same thing. I mean, Jim Harbaugh, he looks
unlock the shitty quarterback. You're right. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
That's not true.
Hold on.
That is not.
I'm not
true.
saying Herbert's a shitty quarterback. I'm not saying no. Colin Kaepernick was a shitty quarterback. Jim Harbaugh with Alex Smith. How about that? I'm more okay with that.
That's
I don't
what I'm
care.
saying.
He threw better though.
But coming into the season, y'all were so low on Herbert. I'm not as surprised as you guys. I'm not as surprised as you guys.
Of
I'll be
course
honest
you're
with
not,
you.
because you have him. But
No, even without having him, like if you look, I wanted to pick him up.
without
I wanted to pick him up in
Herbert
redraft. I
still
wanted to pick him up in redraft. Hardcore. I wanted to pick him up in redraft, but he was picked up off the waiver because if you look, he's playing pretty soft teams who are against the pass, and he's playing really well. He's playing really well this year, and he has that rushing upside when he's healthy. Look at what he's been doing when he's healthy. He's making big plays. He's accurate, reading the field.
if Jim Harbaugh wasn't the coach, I'm out on.
Yeah, I think it all has to do with Harbaugh. He's unlocking Herbert. If it wasn't for him, Herbert would have washed out.
I think
It's
so.
just
I don't agree on that, though, but
That's fine.
it would have then it would have taken at least a year or two for this, not 6 months.
I think
Or
Harbaugh's
3
coach of the
months.
year, just because he turned around this franchise with less weapons.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
like Tomlin did the same thing, dude, but so did the Redskins. It sucks this year for coach of the year. I'm glad I don't make these decisions, dude. But no, as far as this goes, this should be a hammer. The Falcons have looked like crap. We haven't even talked about the Falcons. The Falcons have been so bad for the weapons that they do have. Like, they're the opposite of the Chargers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert with the Falcons offense.
Oh my God.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Nuts.
it's just crazy. And like, Kirk isn't a bad quarterback. I like Herbert better than Kirk. But like every other side of the ball, the Falcons have a better team on paper.
Yep.
But what the hell?
The Chargers made a lot of good moves. Right? They drafted Joe Alt, who's been.
Oh yeah,
stud.
big time.
they protected Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Good for the Chargers. I'm happy for the Chargers. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they look good.
Those are my picks, though, and I think I'm comfortable. But I got my bets in already. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you all the way. I might hold off on the Steelers Bengals. That's the only one I'm nervous about. Like, I'll literally bet the other 4.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
Bengals
my
might
picks, boys. Let's win some
I
money.
like them.
All right.
I like them.
Okay. So, we got waivers. And there's only 2 guys that I think are really worth a damn. But, Eric, go crazy.
Let's get into it.
Weekly picks.
So, week 13, we're approaching a couple busy weeks. You're trying to clinch playoff spots. You're trying to compete in the playoff spots. You have maybe a little fab left over. You have a bye week in week 14 coming up. You want to make some moves. This is the time to do it. There is not great things out there right now in terms of wide receivers unless you're in a shallow league, but there are some still options. But let's look ahead for week 14 as well. If you need something for week 14, you check out your lineup, you fill those holes. There are a lot of teams on bye on week 14. So let's just start off from quarterback. If they're available to you for quarterback, I'd make sure that Kirk Cousins is not out there, Anthony Richardson's not out there, Russell Wilson, Caleb Williams, make sure they are not out there. Next, you're going to want to pick up Derek Carr, maybe even Cooper Rush against the Giants, but I don't like it as much. I'm not as confident because I think the Cowboys O-line's a little beat up. But I'd even pick up Will Levis this week. Will Levis, Derek Carr are good pickups for also Week 14. Bryce Young's playing pretty good nowadays, surprisingly. And if you need somebody and you're desperate, Aiden O'Connell. We have a lot of teams on bye. So let's be careful. I'm not going to spend a lot of fab on a quarterback unless I need him on Week 14. But if you're already 10-2, don't worry. Spend whatever fab you want to do. But if you're not, conserve it for the playoffs. Because if one of your top guys goes down, you're going to need his backup if you don't already have him. And we'll get into that next in the running backs. If you have a running back that's a stud, you want to get his backup. But the first priorities on the waiver this week for running backs are Jeremy McNichols, and then Gus Edwards. I think McNichols is the number one pickup right now because of Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson's injuries. And then Gus Edwards is shortly after that because Gus has not been producing as well, and they still have Kamani Vidal in that backfield, so we don't know how that's going to play out. So I do Jeremy McNichols first. However, there are some other people you should consider if they're still out there in like a shallower league, and Jalen Warren's out there. Surprisingly, you go grab him. Jalen Wright, Zach Charbonnet, Amir Abdullah, you grab those guys because you see what happens when they have the opportunities. And then you also get your backups. Tajay Spears is going to come back. He's going to eat into Tony Pollard's production. Roshan Johnson, Trey Benson, these are other handcuffs that you want to grab. If someone's dumb enough to drop Tank Bigsby, you grab them. Justice Hill, Jerome Ford, all your other handcuffs you want to grab if you have that guy. But the ones I'd go for, Jalen Warren, Zach Charbonnet, Gus Edwards, and Jeremy McNichols is number one. So then let's get into wide receiver. Wide receiver, one of the big things that we saw this week was how much Caleb Williams is throwing the ball. I think that's big for the Bears wide receiver, so I'm definitely going to be targeting Keenan Allen. But before that, you also have to take into consideration the injury to Romeo Doubs on the Packers. He has a concussion. He's probably going to sit out this week. So with that being said, you want to look at, if Watson or Wicks is available. If someone dropped them, it's not a bad idea to pick them up. Same thing with the Browns, I think Cedric Tillman's injured. Am I wrong on that? Didn't Tillman get hurt?
I think he is.
Tillman got hurt too. So, Jerry Jeudy, if he's out there, surprisingly, you grab him. Elijah Moore. And then the Colts, Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce. All those guys are going to have increased opportunities, and that equals success. And then when we get down to it, later picks, you got, Vele on the Broncos. We talked about him before. Demario Douglas, solid floor. We've been saying that week to week. MVS has been having one hell of a connection with Carr all of a sudden. I don't know. That's a dart throw, but the rest are dart throws. Nick Westbrook-Akine, Keon Coleman, Bateman, all those kind of people. But I would look into where you think the matchup's best and who's going to get the most opportunities. And personally, I think that's the Browns receivers, the Bears receivers, and the Packers receivers. Those are the ones I'd be targeting if I need a little piece in my, in my team. With tight ends, if he's out there, congratulations, go pick up Jonnu Smith. And then Will Dissly, if he's out there, he's getting a nice solid floor. I know Jimmy loves him so much. Cole Kmet, another great pair player that you want to get. And then we talked about it before. Noah Gray, he's producing pretty great right now with the Chiefs. And Luke Shoemaker, if Fergie still sits, and Pat Freiermuth are solid options if you need to stream some people. I don't know how Dalton Kincaid's looking, but Dawson Knox is also, someone you can maybe pick up. Now let's go to defense. So defense, like we said, a lot of teams on bye, so we might need somebody this week. Right now, I said it before with a little bit of fading of Cooper Rush, but the O-line at Dallas is beat up. I think the Giants could be a really good pickup this week if you need somebody. off the waiver. They are going to be pretty good up front. Chargers, again, Pete said it before. They're showing to be a pretty good defense. They're playing top tier. Seahawks against crumbling Jets. And yeah, that's it with really defenses that I would pick. Maybe the Cowboys too against the Giants, but I'm banking more on the Giants against the Cowboys this time. And with kickers, it's just, we really don't care. A lot of people want to get them out of the way and get them out of leagues. I like kickers.
Get them out of here.
All right, I like kickers.
Bye-bye.
We're going to go Chase McLaughlin against Carolina. Come on. Tampa Bay against Carolina, get Chase. Will Lutz against Cleveland. Brandon McManus. I would take all those. But other than them, I would spend, like we said, your fab. Blow it if you need to. If you need a guy, if you really need a guy, blow all your fab. However, play it cautiously because you are approaching playoff time if you're in the playoffs. Save a little bit if you need to and grab your guys later on, or you can get someone off the waiver. It's up to you however you want to play it. But I'd put money on Gus Edwards, Jeremy McNichols, Will Dissly, Jonnu Smith, Derek Carr, Will Levis, if you need him, Keenan Allen, Elijah Moore, and one of the Packers guys. I hope this helps you guys. Good luck. I hope you all make the playoffs except for Jimmy, and we'll have a great Week 13.
I'm not gonna. Somebody beat me by 0.4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, Eric, you sucked. Yeah, you hit them all.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell.
Vele?
Bailey.
Any
Yeah.
any value there?
Yeah, definitely. You saw how Bo Nix is awakened Sutton. I mean, we'll have to see if teams start waking up on that. But if teams start waking up on that and they start looking at Vele got what, 9 targets last game? He's not only
he got targets.
He's getting a lot of targets. You can't ignore targets. Compared to someone like Alec Pierce who's getting targets from Anthony Richardson, I take Vele over Pierce any day.
Okay.
Works for me. All right. This is, now that we've gone through the Week 13 matchups, you guys are going to enjoy this because this week is really brutal with spreads. Now that I'm looking at the whole thing laid out, the first little bit here, we're going to get to it in a second. The first little bit here, I was like, oh, this is easy. The late games, dude. Oh my God.
Some really good games.
Oh my God. All right. So let's just jump into the Week 13 review and try and get this right because my goodness, this is scary.
Matchups of the week.
So, 3 games Thursday, 1 game Friday. First one up. Is this in order, Pete?
Yeah, that's in order.
Okay, so first one up, Bears-Lions. Bears minus 10.5. I don't know why you guys don't think they're covering that.
10.5.
Yeah, sorry.
A couple reasons. It's Thanksgiving. Teams are hungry.
We're still
Lions
doing this?
Lions disrespected the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
It's a divisional game. The Bears are not out of it. Caleb is looking better. 10.5 points?
10.5 is a lot of points. I think we said it before we even started. The Bears might, the Lions might cover by 6. I don't think they might cover by 10.5.
I don't know, man. The Lions are really good at keeping their foot on people's throats.
I've been saying it all year too, but this is different. I have a feeling in my plums.
How did they do against the Colts? 18? They covered,
covered,
of course, but 18 against the Colts. Colts only scored 6 points against them. I have more faith in Caleb Williams than I do with Anthony Richardson.
That's fine, but
Yes, that's one.
I don't know. I just can't go against the Lions. I really can't. I mean,
disrespect.
I can't.
It's not going against them. It's not going against them. It's having a little bit of faith in a closer game.
No. The Lions literally could be up by 10 and they're going to still go for touchdowns. They could be up by 10 with 5 minutes left in the game. They're going to still try and score another touchdown. They're just relentless. which is fun, but I just don't see them quitting. I really don't. So first one, I'm taking Lions. You guys take the Bears.
Yep.
As far as who you can play safely, I'm still terrified of the Bears receivers. I don't know who is safe at all, especially against this defense. Yeah.
They're not that good against the pass. They are good against
That's fair. You're not starting Swift.
If I need somebody and I have a wide receiver on the
DJ.
Bears, I'm starting them.
You got to be DJ. But like Keenan and Rome are terrifying to me.
Rome Odunze is getting 10 targets in the last 2 games. It's something you cannot ignore, especially if you're saying that in terms of game script, the Lions are supposed to beat them up, right? So what are they going to do? Throw the ball. They're going to have to throw the ball, and they're throwing it 47 times or more.
Right.
Around that area, I'm starting my wide receivers on the Bears.
Maybe as far as fantasy, it's a little safer than I'm thinking.
That's what we're talking about with the starts. Was the starts, I would start the wide receivers on the Bears if I need to.
It's so hard to judge. I mean, you guys start as many as you want. It really depends on your bench.
I'm not putting him in as a wide receiver 1. I'm putting him as like a wide receiver 2, 3 flex.
Yeah, flexing is where I'm at with these guys. Lions, you're starting everybody that you can as per usual, as long as you got to watch, because these guys, Amon-Ra and Gibbs, they're not Gibbs, Amon-Ra and Monty could be game time decision.
Or limited.
So you got to really keep an eye on those two. And even worse than that, Monty could play and be on a limited snap count, which would be worse. So you really got to keep an eye on those two, but you're starting your Lions players as per usual. Okay. Again, this one, you guys, I don't understand. Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys are minus 3.5. And you're taking the Giants?
Drew Lock?
I don't care if it's Drew Lock. I don't care if it's Eli. Coming back from the dead. Eli can get off of his stupid podcasty show and talking to Bill Belichick about shit and go play, and they wouldn't be any better. It's awful.
That's a tough one.
It is tough. It's not
Giants
easy.
defense is awful too. I don't know. If the Cowboys can put up 30 on the Commanders, they should be able to torch the Giants. And I don't see the Giants scoring really at all.
But I don't see the Cowboys scoring either. Not this time.
They just scored
hurt.
30 on...
Yeah, but a lot of Cowboys players are hurt right now. Their O-line
They
is
just
beat
scored
up.
30 on the...
Yeah, I'm not confident in this one.
I'm not confident.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
I'll take the 3.5. Give me the hook.
I'm the same.
Right,
I'm taking
so
Giants.
I'm taking Cowboys. You two take Giants. I don't understand. You're not starting anybody but Malik Neighbors. And that's still scary.
Singletary?
No.
No, you're not starting
You had to?
Singletary. No, you're not starting him.
They bench Tracy.
I'd
If
rather
they
start
bench Tracy.
Wan'Dale Robinson instead.
I would just not do any of it. Cowboys, CD, and Dowdle.
CD's been limited a little bit too.
Yeah, probably.
The Giants are historically bad against tight ends.
That's fair. Shun should be good as long as Fergie's not playing. If Fergie is playing, then I'm kind of scared because they're going to both be involved.
Brandon Cooks is supposed to come back this game as well, I believe.
I'm not starting Brandon Cooks. I would jump more on CD than anything if Brandon Cooks is back. So that's kind of that. You guys can take the Giants. I'm not touching that shit.
Oh my god.
I'm not putting money on the game, but that's what I do.
Me and Pete, dude, this is great. You and me are usually the same. Dolphins, Packers. Packers are minus 3.5. This is more a Packers defense call for me than it is anything else.
Oh no, Pete, I know why he's doing it. He's picking all the favorites.
I'm picking all the dogs.
No, Pete is. Jimmy is.
Yeah, he's saying I'm picking all the favorites.
No, that checks out.
That's definitely what I'm doing.
He didn't look at the points. He just says, yeah, they're going to win.
The Packers... Eric's pissing me off this week.
3.5 points. Dolphins have been electric. Packers beat a shitty 49ers
The Dolphins
team.
have been on and off.
What? On and off? The past 2 games, they've been lighting up with their full healthy team.
Go back farther than 2 games. They have been on and off.
Full healthy team.
Dude,
Packers have been good. I don't know how you're not going for the Packers.
The Packers, because they beat a shitty team. Sorry,
they did.
And
hurt. Can you use the word hurt?
The Dolphins,
not shitty.
The one that I'm afraid of is Tua in the cold. That's the only thing I'm afraid of.
In the emergency room.
They beat Houston. That's a good team. They lost to Detroit only by 10. That's better than a lot of other teams. Only by 10 to Detroit. That's better than a lot of other teams.
I'm not high on Jordan Love. So yeah, give me Dolphins plus. Give me the 3.5 with the hook again. I'm hooking everything, baby.
You are hooking it all.
I'm taking Packers.
Me and Eric can take the Packers. You're starting Tyreek. Waddle is back, and now he's gonna have a dud of a game.
Yep.
Watch. H.N.'s good. Tua's good. Anybody? Johnny?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Packers.
Jaden Reed should get an uptick with Dobbs out, even though he's been a little disappointing.
Probably fair. That's probably fair.
Josh Jacobs is a
100%.
And then with the rest, it's either a dart throw between Watson, Wicks.
Yeah, that's kind of those two are the two I'm safe on.
Tucker Kraft?
Jordan Love may be okay.
I don't know.
Tucker Kraft, I don't think I can
I wouldn't
start
touch a
with any
single
kind of
tight end on
confidence
that team
whatsoever.
right now.
All right.
Yeah. All right, next up, Raiders Chiefs. This is so easy for me. Eric, you're crazy. The Chiefs still have only ever beaten a team by more than, what was it last week, 11?
Yeah.
Now it's 12?
Yep.
It was the Saints without Derek Carr.
So I have a theory. I don't think Aiden's starting. I think Desmond Ritter's going to start. And I think that the Chiefs are going to destroy that young man.
I don't know that the Chiefs know how to win by that many points, though.
It's not good.
We will see. I just don't have a little
Pete said
divisional game.
That too. And Max loves torturing Mahomes.
Yes.
Like, that's on record. So
true.
Here's the thing, though. Pete said it. Pete said it really well last week. He goes, the Chiefs play down to their opponent regardless of who it is. And that proved to be true against the Panthers. So why do we think different with the Raiders? Are the Panthers that much better than the Raiders, you think?
No, but last time they versed the Raiders, they won by 7 points. And then,
12.
Yeah, I get that. But now they're not versing their QB1. They're versing...
Gardner Minshew is interchangeable
I know.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they're...
What if Daniel Jones goes to the Raiders?
Is it you know or nonetheless? Which one is it?
Nonetheless, and you know.
So
all right, and first off,
what's the point
they
you're
beat
making?
the Saints by 13 points. All right, so I don't want to hear this shit.
That's the only time they've ever
week
done
5.
that this year.
Still.
Without Derek Carr.
We talked about this last episode.
Still.
It's the only time they've done that this year.
I have faith in them right now.
Okay.
I don't bet against Mahomes that often.
I think they win this by 3-7. Like, they don't blow anybody out. So we'll both take the Raiders. Raiders, you're starting Jacoby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brock Bowers.
Maybe
and Bowers.
Brock.
I'm out.
That's it. Chiefs. This is becoming very difficult.
I'm not touching any of the running backs if I have them.
Well, if Pacheco's back,
who's gonna play?
It's Pacheco's backfield.
Who's going to play, Pacheco or Hunt?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Pacheco's back, it's his backfield. If he's not back, then it's Hunt. They're not going to do the in-between, I don't think.
You sure about that? We don't know.
I would think so. I think Andy Reid would rather rest Pacheco till he's ready.
He should.
And bring him back slow.
He should, but we don't know.
D-Hop is terrifying.
Nope.
Kelsey's even scary. I don't know
I'd
what
start
to do
Noah
with
Gray
this.
over D-Hop, I think.
I might too. Mahomes, and not for nothing, you can play a lot of other quarterbacks over Mahomes.
Yeah. He's finally starting to do something in fantasy, but still, I'm not high on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't love it. But the Chiefs are hard. You start who you have to, essentially. You got who you have Like, you paid up for these guys, Kelsey, Mahomes, blah, blah, blah. You're going to start those guys regardless.
You starting Kansas City defense? Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Slam dunk, in my opinion. But it's scary, too, because they let Carolina fucking...
That's what I'm saying.
Right. It's like, it's so hard, so don't slam dunk. I wouldn't slam dunk nothing.
A little layup.
It's a nice layup. All right. Chargers, Falcons. We already went through this one. We don't have to sit on it. The Chargers they look great. They do. And the Falcons look like they're on a downward spiral. So we're all taking the Chargers -1.5. Not even close. You're starting everybody.
No, not Quentin Johnston.
Okay, hold on. You're starting. I would start Herbie.
Oh yeah,
I would start.
Herbert.
Sure.
I would, if Dobbins is playing. Gus Edwards, you can probably flex regardless. Ladd looks good.
I might flex. I might flex the wide receivers, and that's about it right now, except for
You're
Ladd.
not flexing Ladd though, right?
No, Ladd I'd have like a wide receiver too, but like Palmer and Johnston, I'd probably just flex them.
Johnson,
Huge. Huge is
dead.
dead. You're crazy.
Just watch next week.
Yeah, it might blow up now. Watch, but still, it's unforgivable. The drops he had.
That was so bad.
They were horrible drops.
The Falcons, you have to start all your boys. Bijan, Pitts,
London.
Starting Kirk Cousins here?
No.
Nope.
All the boys except for the
Kirk.
big boy.
Well, prime time, baby. It's not prime time though.
Ray?
All right, so yeah, we kind of went through that one quick. Colts, Patriots. Colts -2.5. We went through this one with Pete already again, so we're going to blow through it. Colts, we're all taking. Yep. Patriots are pretty much done with their season. I'm not, dude. Like, if you have Ramondre, you almost have to. You're forced to start him, but that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's touchdown dependent as hell. Outside of that, I'm not playing anybody. Colts side of the ball, Johnny Taylor, you have to. Michael Pittman.
Pittman's a good start.
Yeah.
Pittman and Pierce,
of
I'd put as like a flex wide receiver twos.
I think Pittman, he's wide receiver 1/2 in my opinion, because Downs is not playing. Pierce might get something, but still, looks like the #1 target now.
Yeah. All right, Texans, Jaguars. Dude, your chunk of games is right in the middle here.
Hell yeah.
Back to back to back. Texans, Jaguars. Texans -4.5. We're all taking the Texans. Not even close. You're starting Nico, Mixon, CJ, Tank.
Don't like CJ, but
I would start him against the Jaguars.
Yeah, sure.
Schultz, I'm not touching.
No.
Mixon's hot.
Jaguars, Jaguars, I don't know who you can confidently start here, period.
If you had to start a running back, who'd you start?
Ingram.
Tank.
Yeah, right?
If he's healthy.
1,000%. That's He had an ankle problem, no?
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was
Yeah.
injured.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to start any of the Jaguars. I really don't.
Brian Thomas?
Coming back from injury. We don't know who the quarterback is.
Yeah,
right. If it's Trevor, sure.
Yeah, and it's Trevor's non-throwing shoulder, so that's good, but still, nonetheless.
Yeah, that's if they want to start him this year again. I don't know.
Touch it.
Seahawks, Jets. Seahawks -1.5. We're all taking the Seahawks. We went through this. You're starting DK, JSN,
Kenny
Walker. Pretty much it.
Fire up Geno.
Geno's probably a good start.
Revenge.
Yeah, I'd start Geno. Jets side of the ball. Bijan.
Paul.
Or not Bijan, yeah.
What?
Breece Hall. Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson
have
or
to.
Devontae Adams? Who you starting?
Garrett. I'm not just saying that because what you think. I'm
feel
saying it
like
because
you
I
have
think that
to start
Devontae is getting
Garrett,
the number
man.
one coverage, and Wilson's been showing.
No, he's not.
Who's getting the number one coverage?
I don't think so.
Garrett Wilson.
You think?
I think he's a clear-cut #1 wide receiver on that team.
Yeah.
I think Devontae
Devontae's
Adams
a
is just
safety
nostalgia.
blanket.
No, it's tricky. I
don't
still
know.
think Devontae
I'm scared to start
and
any of them.
Rodgers
You got to start
connection's the
Garrett.
problem.
I don't know that you start. I mean, you can probably flex Devontae, but I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm
scared.
benching Devontae in one league.
All
That's
right.
nuts.
It depends on who you have.
Who
Like
you-
who
who-
you
yeah.
benching him over.
Yeah, let me pull it. You guys keep talking. I'll pull it up.
All right. Outside of that though, you're kind of beat. Breece Hall has been a disappointment and a half. So you have to start him, but don't expect a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Conklin is a hell no. Aaron Rodgers is a hell no.
Get Braylon Allen if he's out there on your waivers.
Just as a good handcuff.
All right, here it is. Full PPR.
Yep.
DJ Moore against the bad Detroit Lions pass defense.
Shit.
DK Metcalf. Mike Evans. My flex is McCaffrey. And on the bench, I have Pittman and Adams. I would start Pittman over Adams.
Yeah, I would start Pittman over Adam. I'd start Pittman over DJ. Who's your running backs though?
I have James Conner, Kamara.
Yeah, no, so you're not moving them.
No, you're starting the right people.
Yeah.
You're just team of stats.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It
I
boils
would-
down
I
to your
would-
team being
like,
stats.
the only thing
but
I
I'm
would
6
even
and 6. Oh my god, so unlucky this year.
it would at the most be DJ or Pittman. I think Adams is totally out of the conversation.
Yeah.
All right. Steelers Bengals. This is the only one I had a little bit of worry about, so I'm gonna just take the other sides. The Bengals are -3. I'm gonna go for it. They're home. They're home. They got the high octane. Maybe they figure it out. Maybe not. I don't
It's
know.
not an easy one.
Maybe.
I'm doing Bengals by 1-2. They're gonna win by 1-2, so I'm taking Steelers. They're covering the spread.
I don't know. I think they're either gonna win by a lot or they're just gonna lose. So the Steelers, Najee, Pickens,
At this
point, you can start
Warren as a safe flex.
probably, yeah. God, Calvin Austin. I don't know.
Deep flex.
He's
That's a
Russ.
deep flex.
coin flip. Russ,
Not this week, I don't think.
I don't think he's startable as a fantasy quarterback yet.
He's been like just on that cusp of like you could, but you might have something somewhere else worth 2 or 3 more points.
Yeah, it's always Boswell's show.
Yeah. Bengals, Joey Burrow, clearly Higgins and Chase, and who?
Chase
who-
Brown? No way.
Chase Brown.
Gazaki?
No?
Against,
Oh, yeah.
against the
Chase Brown,
Steelers
yes.
defense?
Yes.
No, Steelers defense. You're
Chase
right.
Brown, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It's
I'd still start him.
You have
I'd
to start
flex him at
Chase.
least
You have to start
I'll
Chase
flex him.
Brown.
because he's in the pass game a lot.
Chase Brown is huge.
Sexy flexy.
He's been playing
Speaking
so
of the
well while he
Giants.
has all the volume.
Yeah. So I'm taking that. I think that's it though.
Gazeki?
All right.
No.
All right. Next up, Titans at the Mandy's. Mandy's are -5.5. Me and Eric are taking the Mandy's. He's really banking on that Titans defense,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels looks shaky. Titans
He
defense,
does look a little shaky.
as we talked about. They beat the Texans away.
It did.
I mean, you give me 5.5 points with this shaky Commander team. Yeah.
This is the only one that I'm sitting here like thinking I might change on the spot. God.
hard.
It's rough
It makes
too because
sense
they don't
'cause
have a
it's
running
lot of
back.
points. It's a lot of points, sure.
5.5.
But
They don't have a running back.
you're forgetting the quarterback also runs a shit ton.
That's fine, but he can't do it all the time.
Defense.
Oh man, I forgot they didn't have a running back till right now.
All right, you can come. We can
Go ahead, change it. Go ahead, change it.
thinking about
I'll
it.
stay. I'll stay.
I'm thinking about it.
I'm staying.
The all right, let me run through this. Titans are starting Pollard and Ridley.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Mandy's, Jaden, obviously,
McLaurin,
And-
McNichols if you need.
McNichols. Yeah,
If no one else, if none of the other guys
That's
start,
scary,
it's
Terry.
McNichols.
I'm sitting Nicholas if I can. McNichols.
Yeah, if you
Because
need him, that's what
If
it is.
I guess if you're super desperate, this Titan defense, we rattled it off every.
it's the
every
Titans
time.
defense.
Yeah, but
Who
It's
would
the
have thought we'd
Titans
be saying
defense.
Titans defense?
Never,
I know.
Yeah. So
not this season. Especially with Vrabel gone, like it's
Yeah.
just the opposite of what you thought.
Tara
All right.
McLaurin, hammer.
I'll switch over. Titans. Eric, you can take the Commandies.
I'm taking him. I'm going commando.
Next up, Cardinals, Vikings minus 3.5. All of us are taking the Vikings.
Sure you don't want to switch this one, Jimmy?
I'm not confident in this one.
I am. The Cardinals are just so unpredictable.
Vikings will kill them, and then, hey, come on back. Make it close.
I mean, that is a trend. I don't know. I still think they win it by 3.5. Even if they let them come back, they'll keep it.
I think the Vikings defense is better than Seattle, and the Cardinals only put 6 points up to Seattle.
That's 100% true. All right, so yeah, we'll all take the Vikings. Cardinals, you start. Marv, you start. Do you start Kyler?
Yeah.
Depends on who you have as another option, I think.
Yeah, but probably. I feel okay with it.
Probably, right? James Conner, 100%, and Trey McBride, 1,000,000%.
Yep.
Vikings, do you start JJ?
Wait,
don't forget about JJ.
Harrison.
I
said Marv.
Kevin
I said Marv.
Call in and be like, hey, do I start Justin Jefferson?
He had a really down week, man.
Really, he sucks.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Addison?
JJ Hawk and Addison, you're starting all three of them.
Yep.
You just are.
Sam Darnold.
And Aaron Jones.
And Aaron Jones.
I start Sam Darnold.
I start Sam Darnold.
Starting all your Vikings. Okay, Bucks Panthers. Bucks minus 5.5. Me and Pete are taking the Panthers. Eric's taking the Bucks.
Taking the Bucks.
I want to take the Panthers only because I think they showed up a little bit and they might keep it close. Is the only reason.
Divisional game
That's
at
fair.
home. You give me 5.5. Yeah.
Yeah, they
fair.
can keep it close.
I think Evans is going to have a good day.
I do too. So you're starting Evans.
Starting Baker.
You start Bucky. I think you start Bucky.
Yeah, I think
You can. Baker.
Baker, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Baker, Bucky,
that
White, Evans,
K-Dot.
and
White is
K-Dot.
iffy for me.
I don't want to start White. K-Dot and I would start over White.
I'm starting both. Let's go.
Panthers. I'm still not starting
Chuba.
anybody but Chuba. Literally.
Yep.
I'm not starting anybody but Chuba.
Talk about Chuba Hubbard as a must start Week 13.
That's ridiculous.
Crazy.
How old is he?
I don't know, but he's the name like Chuba.
Yeah, right.
He was destined
No,
to be
you
a
start
failure.
Chuba and you're out, and then I think next year we'll be having more of a conversation of whether he's startable or not.
No one's going to touch Leggett?
No, he's not. He doesn't put up the numbers.
No.
He's like
I
the
don't like
Mario Douglas type. Like gets like
Yeah,
7 points a game.
safe
That's
floor.
it.
Safe floor.
Safe, but like don't
That's
feel
it.
comfortable with it.
No. All right, next Rams Saints. Rams minus 3. I'm taking the Rams. Pete's
Yeah.
taking the Saints.
Taking the
I
Rams.
have a feeling. I'm with the dogs,
So-
baby.
Here's the only. I think Taysom has a big game.
Big.
Like, I really do. I think you can go on record with that. I think Taysom has a really big game.
Taysom, Kamara, Derek Carr. Who are you gonna stop?
I mean, the issue is you don't have Olave or Shaheed yet. And, like,
Yeah. But
the Rams have a healthier, better team on paper,
Yeah.
yeah.
you know? And if Higbee does play, that's huge. So I still got to stick with the Rams. Kyler's still there, obviously. It's just you got more weapons. I don't know. I got to take the Rams.
Yep, it's fine.
Starting Kyler, Puka,
Who's
Cup.
Kyler?
Kyren.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was like, wait, Kyler Murray?
No, Kyren. These people, when their names are all the same. Kyren, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. If Higbee's back, I might start him. I don't know. Maybe
That's
wait a week.
desperation.
That's very
Yeah, you gotta
bad.
wait a week.
That's bad.
Matt Stafford's probably okay.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
Saints, I don't want to play Derek Carr, but Kamara for sure. And Taysom Hill, I think, is a hammer this week. I just got a feeling.
Because they're the two guys. Taysom Hill and Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right. This is the game of the week, and it's not even close. Eagles, Ravens. Ravens are minus 3. We're all taking the Ravens, but I am not confident in that at all.
It's at home.
This is one I'm not putting money on this game. I'm not nothing. This could go both ways
Electric
for
game.
Sure.
Game of the year.
Should be a great game.
Barkley's throwing up another 40.
Yeah, I mean we're all taking the Ravens, but it doesn't matter. We'll see. So Eagles, I'm starting AJ, I'm starting Hurts, and I think I'm out because there's definitely no one else on that team we're starting.
Yeah, Barkley who?
Kenneth Gainwell's a good running back.
Yeah, Kenneth Gainwell.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, start Barkley. No shit.
Dallas Goedert?
Devonta Smith.
Risky.
Very risky.
If he plays, right?
Coming
He
off his
did play
injury.
last week.
Against the Ravens' pass defense, he might be safe, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think you are okay with that. Ravens, yeah. Yeah, Mark is fine, I think. Henry, yes. Lamar, yes.
Yeah.
I am so scared of the receivers still.
Zay Flower. It's always Bateman gets a touchdown.
It's got to be. It seems like it,
Always
right?
Bateman now.
They don't know who Deontay Johnson is.
Oh,
Like, they go,
that's-
we
yeah.
have that guy on this team?
That's bad.
Yeah, he did pretty good last game. Not bad.
Deontay?
Yeah, didn't he get a touchdown
one
or am I
target?
crazy?
Thought he got one target.
That was your shot.
You're crazy.
That
Yeah.
was Bateman?
Yep. Deontay got one target and he missed it and he was mad about it. You could tell. So, yeah. You're starting your power players in this game, and I wouldn't put any money on this. I wouldn't do anything with this game outside of like touchdown scorers or some shit.
Prop
like-
for Dallas Goedert. That's what I would do. I would do an over prop for Dallas Goedert for receiving. He's an underrated player.
I'd love to know his line, actually.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we're all taking the Ravens there, but it's a push game. Niners, Bills. I'm
Yes.
even taking the Bills.
You did
I'm
it.
even taking the Bills. The Niners are too hurt to play football. They should just stop until everyone's healthy. Like, I would not put important people in this game. I really wouldn't. You're going to lose it regardless. Don't risk people getting hurt. Just let everybody rest another week.
Yep.
The Bills are on fire. The Niners are in the hospital. So we're all taking the Bills. You start George Kittle and CMC.
No Debo?
Debo is so fucked up this year.
He's having a bad year.
He's having a terrible year. I would start Juwan Jennings over Debo.
Wow.
I really would.
I kind of agree.
I think he was the pickup of the year after the waiver wire.
Jennings, yeah. And then, I mean, Brock, if he plays, but he's hurt. I don't know. This is so dependent on whether Brock plays. If Brock doesn't play, you start CMC and George Kittle, and I think you're out.
You're still versing the Bills defense too. I wouldn't start Brock.
It's rough. Bill's side of the ball, James Cook, 100%, Josh Allen, duh. The receivers are still hard to me, but I think you're okay with Shakir. Coleman's still hurt? Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, so you're playing
And
Shakir.
Cooper's been let down, personally.
He's not getting involved. I mean, maybe soon. Maybe this game. Oh, fucking. Oh, God. All right. So, yeah, Bills all the way. I'm a diehard, but I'm not stupid. Like,
Don't throw away your monies.
yeah. All right. Last game of the week. Browns Broncos. I get the Browns just 1-1 over the Steelers. The Broncos are -5.5. The Broncos are on a train. We are all taking the Broncos. What Sean Payton has done with this team with Bo Nix is ridiculous. That's another one. Could be up for Coach of the Year. It's just this year is insane. So yeah, we're all taking the Broncos -5.5. Brown side of the ball is Chubb. Finally,
Not here.
not this week.
Not with the Broncos, I don't think.
I agree. Broncos defense is legit.
Njoku.
Njoku, so I have Njoku, Kate Otten, and Trey McBride in Dynasty. I'm starting Njoku out of the three.
What?
You're not starting McBride?
Sitting
okay.
Sitting Njoku.
Got it. That makes sense.
Yes, I'm starting
I was
Njoku.
gonna say
No,
you
I'm
love-
sitting.
I was going to say you love McBride.
Oh, I absolutely love McBride. He'll get a touchdown eventually, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm sitting Njoku over the three of them.
What Browns receiver is going to do well, you think, in this game? Who's going to be covered by Surtain?
I don't think any Browns receiver is going to do good in this game.
Yeah. Not good.
It's tricky.
Like Jerry Jeudy is going to be covered by Surtain.
Yeah.
And that
Elijah Moore?
sucks.
Is that him?
Elijah Moore, that's what I'm saying. Is this going to be
He had a
his
good game
time?
last week.
He plays well in the slot. He gets a lot of targets.
Elijah Moore will not have...
He might be sneaky.
What's my line? What would a line be for Elijah Moore that makes me feel happy?
45
60?
yards?
8 points.
50, 60?
60 yards.
60.
60 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good line. I
Hit
probably take
that
the
week
It's a
under.
11.
safer line. It's a safer line. I'd take the under.
I'll take the under, but I think he'll get a touchdown.
I don't know. Okay. Broncos.
Yeah.
Who are we starting? Sutton?
I'm not touching
Yes.
the running backs.
Sutton, yes.
100%.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Sutton and Bo
The,
Nix.
the
That's
running
it.
backs. No, you don't touch
Running
them.
back,
That's
I'm
it.
not touching.
Sutton and Bo Nix, and then I move on.
Miles Garrett's
Probably.
back, by the way.
Vele if I need another wide receiver.
Ooh,
He's good. He looks healthy.
he does. He's a beast.
Yeah, so not many starts this game.
No, it's pretty broken down. This is a very defensive game. This is Monday night, and you guys are going to be bored watching this game. I promise. It's going to be whatever the over is. Take the under on this. This is a defensive heavy game.
Yeah,
Both defenses
other
score a
than
touchdown?
could be.
You want to throw $1 on it? Go ahead.
5. Be a man.
But there's my coffee. All I'm saying is 4 years ago, my coffee was $3.80. Now it's $4.50. Just saying.
Times are tough.
Fucking. All right. So we kind of covered everything. I was going to say quick, but we didn't. We suck, dude. We can't hit this any faster than we do.
Good.
So-
One thing. So, recapping last week, Jimmy goes 8-4. I go 10-2. Eric
Nice.
goes 8-4. So everyone had a stellar week against the spread, bringing our season records to first place. Yours truly 110.
This is why I had to do
110
it.
wins, 67 losses. Jimmy has 108 wins, 69 losses. Nice. And Eric has 103 with 74.
Does not
We're leaving Eric
reflect my
behind.
fantasy. Does not reflect my fantasy production.
It's because you have Barkley.
So again, but look at the numbers: 8-4, 8-4, 10-2. Last week was super profitable, and yeah, we're gonna keep it coming for you guys.
This week's so hard.
This is a
I don't
tough
have.
week. I got a lot of
I don't have
dogs.
the confidence like I did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, we can close it off here.
That's it.
That's it, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed. As you can tell, it's getting late. I'm starting to fumble over everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast, and good luck this week. Happy Thanksgiving. Eat a shitload of food. Drink some good stuff. Enjoy the football.
Happy turkey.
Don't hate
Day.
your uncle for stealing all the biscuits, whatever.
giblets.
Yeah. And we will see you guys next week about 10 pounds heavier. Hope you guys enjoy everything. We'll catch you later.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for watching the Banter Blitz Podcast. Tune in next week for more nonsense.